What I'd like to do in this video is show you how to look behind the scenes to get to your content collection, to see what is hiding there. In original view, there was actually a button in the navigation bar that told us that was labeled content collection. We could click on that, go into the course, and be able to see what was behind the scenes. In UltraView, that's not quite the case. What I've done is I've logged in as a test instructor. This is going to be a little lopsided because the test instructor doesn't have near the classes you've got, but at least it'll give you an idea of where to look and what you're looking for. We're going to go down in the Ultra navigation bar, and we're going to go down to Tools, right above the sign out. On this page, you have several tools. The one that we're looking for is the Content Collection. If you will click on Content Collection, another screen pops up. This is my content. In this area, my content itself, you would upload things like your personal photo, if you've updated your photo lately, and you would link to it from all your different classes. If you've got any document that you use in more than one class, in more than one preparation for a class, you can upload that document here into My Content and then link to it from within the classes. That would simply be the plus sign, browse content area, and locate this particular item. And you could use that item in several classes. Where I want us to go right now, though, is over to the course content, the second item on the navigation bar. Now, your area is going to look a lot different than this one. This shows all the courses that you are enrolled in on our current server. This is just an abbreviated test students only enrolled in 3 classes, 3 masters. I know they're masters because they start with _NT. If you were enrolled in fall classes, spring classes, and etc., their names start with NT and then the underscore and the term. So they're arranged by term. Your latest classes will be later in the list, but your masters would usually, if you sort them alphabetically, will appear first. Now, the thing that I want you to notice on this particular screen is the size. This is the exact size of the master or the class or whatever it is that you are fixing to work with, whether you copy it into another class or whether you're going to go into this class and delete a few things. The size is important. On average, an average master that doesn't have a lot of content added could be anywhere from 200 to 300 megabytes, MB. That's your syllabus, any PDFs that you've uploaded, things of that nature. If you've uploaded videos, if you've uploaded several documents for students to look at, you could be pushing the 700 or 800 megabytes. Now, there are a few of us out there that are actually hitting the 2, 3, and some of us up into 9 and 10 gigabytes. And those are the ones that we really, red flags go up. We need to limit the size. If we go into some of these classes, and I'll show you how to do that in just a minute, you will find either large file, video files that we can work with you to post on OneDrive, or perhaps you've got syllabi from 2017, even 18, 19 are not any good to us now. You've got them saved on your drive, but you could delete them if they are not, if they're sitting in a 2020 course, you didn't need the 2017 syllabi. So they're just taking up empty space for us. So that's some of the things that we're going to be looking for as we try to clean up our masters and our classes and things like that. If you have any class over here that is 700 or 800 megabytes, and definitely if you're over in the gigabyte category, it might behoove us to look for you to reach out to either myself or to Jennifer, and let's look in here and see if there's files that we can reduce in size, that we can get rid of, that you have already saved on your computer or that can be moved to OneDrive and linked to, so that we don't get in trouble with our storage area. To find out what's in each of these, all you do is click on the name of the folder. That will open up and you'll see content. Usually the content is a combination of a couple of things. It will be individual files. The individual files will be listed down here. Notice that these are, of course, banners that normally put in. These are PDFs, and you have little icons that tell you what they are. These are folders, and they have things stored inside of them. Now, if you wanted to go further, you could simply click on a folder to see what was in there, and that's another folder, so you could click in there. You can go down as many levels of folders as you need to see exactly what it is that's there. Now, after you look and see, settle your curiosity, you can back out of these folders by following the breadcrumbs that are at the top of the page. Simply click on the listing just before that folder and keep following your breadcrumbs out, and you can get back out to where you can see all the course levels. Again, if you find something that did not need to be in that particular folder or that particular class, all you have to do is click on the item before and come up here and delete it. There are several different ways. That's an empty folder here, so I definitely can delete that one. You may want to check on the 0 folders just to see that there's nothing in there. Whoops, look. There was obviously something in there that I needed because it said link files or folders with links. So I'm going to cancel that. If that comes up, then that is linked to some content. So I'm going to look and see what it is. So I'll open the read-only file. Evidently, there's some content in here that is being used somewhere else that I don't want to get rid of. It's probably, from the look of it, that said questions, it was probably an uploaded Respondus test somewhere along that way. But again, Jennifer and I can help you weed out what they are. We use the delete, and if it's linked somewhere else, it will actually stop you, as you just saw, and will not let you delete that folder if Blackboard believes that it is linked somewhere else. So that's a pretty safe bet with what's going on. Again, what we want you to do is come here, look at the folder size. If we are hitting close to 1 gigabyte, let's look at the files and see if they are redundant files, if they're video files that can be moved somewhere else. When you get through looking here, all you have to do to get out of this area is simply close the X, and you're back at Tools.